Hi, Capricorn. Welcome back to Moonveil Tarot. And if you're new here, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I am so genuinely glad you found this today because what came through for this reading is something I have been sitting with for a little while now, just processing it, making sure I understood it correctly before I came on camera. And I want to start this reading a little differently than I normally do. Because before I even pull a single card today, I want to share what happened when I was shuffling. So I sat down to shuffle for you guys, and I did what I always do. I just got quiet, cleared my energy, set the intention to receive whatever your guides wanted to share. And normally there is this sort of gradual buildup, like the energy kind of trickles in and then builds and builds until I get a clear sense of the message. But today was not like that. Today, someone just arrived, like immediately. No buildup, no easing in, just a presence right there, very clear, very intentional, very determined to be heard. And the very first thing I felt from this presence, before anything else, before any imagery or any words or any cards, was, I am sorry. Just that. I am sorry, and I want to tell you what that apology felt like. Because it did not feel rehearsed. It did not feel like someone saying sorry because they thought it would get them something. It felt heavy, like someone who has been carrying that apology around for a very long time, turning it over in their hands, practicing it, not sure when the right moment was going to come, and feeling like today is the day. Today I need to get this through. And then after that, I started to get a sense of who this person is. And loves, I have to be honest with you, I was not expecting the energy that came through because this is not just anybody. This person carries a very specific kind of weight, a very elevated, very established, very recognized kind of energy. Like I kept getting images of someone who is known in their world. Whether that is professionally, socially, publicly, this is a person that people know about, that people recognize, that people look up to or look at. Someone with a title maybe, or a position, or a reputation that precedes them. And the reason I am saying I am sorry in the title is not because I did something wrong, although I apologize for any dramatic title, but because that is literally the energy that came through first, their apology, their I am sorry. And I felt like that needed to be in the title because for some of you, that is the thing you have been waiting to hear. That specific person in your life saying, I am sorry. And through this reading, that is exactly what they are doing. So if someone specific came to mind the moment you read that title, please trust that because your intuition is right. This message is for you and it is for them. So just take a deep breath with me. Get really comfortable. Maybe close your eyes for a moment and just feel into who came to mind. Feel into their energy and then open your eyes and let's get into this together. Okay. Let me start by pulling a card just for who this person is. Like, what is their energy? What is the universe showing me about who this person is in the world and who they are to you? The Emperor. Of course. Of course it is the Emperor. Yes. So the Emperor. Let me take a moment with this card because it is so significant. The Emperor is the card of authority, of power, of someone who has built something in this world that is real and established and respected. This is a person who leads, who commands respect without having to ask for it, who walks into rooms and the energy in those rooms shifts. And in terms of their life, The Emperor tells me that this person is extremely accomplished. Like they have worked hard. They have built something significant, whether that is a career, a business, a reputation, a platform, whatever it looks like in their specific life, they have achieved things that most people do not achieve. And they know it. And the world around them knows it. But here is what the Emperor card tells me that is really interesting in the context of love, because the Emperor is someone who is used to being in control, used to making decisions and having those decisions stick, used to setting the terms of every situation they are in, used to knowing exactly how things are going to go. And you, for some reason, are the exception to all of that. You are the one place where their control does not work, where their authority means nothing, where they cannot just decide how things are going to go and make it happen, because feelings do not respond to authority. Love does not care how powerful you are. And this person, with all of their power and their status and their carefully constructed life, has not been able to control what they feel for you. They have tried. I can feel that they have tried and they have failed. And that failure is what has led them here to this apology, to this moment of finally putting down the Emperor energy and just being honest. Okay, let me pull a card now for the backstory. Like, what happened? What is the history here? What is the thing that needs to be apologized for? And why now? Why are they coming forward at this moment? The Tower, and right beside it, the Death card. Okay, so these two cards together for the backstory and the why now. Let me just take a breath because this is a lot. The Tower and the Death card back to back together. So the Tower first. This is the card of sudden collapse, of structures that seemed solid falling apart without warning, of the lightning bolt that hits and changes everything in an instant. And what I am picking up is that this person has gone through a tower experience. Something significant happened in their life that shook the foundation. And I want to say something about that because it is important. Sometimes the tower comes for us because we have been building on a foundation that was not actually solid. We have been constructing this life, this image, this version of ourselves that looked good on the outside, but was missing something essential. And for this person, what was missing was you. Or more specifically, the honesty of what they felt for you that they never let themselves fully acknowledge. The vulnerability they kept suppressing, the apology they kept swallowing. They kept building higher and higher on a foundation that had this one significant crack in it. And eventually, the universe just brought it all down. And then the Death card beside it, which again is not literal death, but the death of an old version of this person. The death of the ego that was keeping them from being vulnerable. The death of the pride that was making it impossible for them to say, I got this wrong. Something in them had to completely fall away for this new version to emerge. The version that is humble enough to apologize, honest enough to say what they feel, and brave enough to risk the rejection of coming back. And I want to say for some of you guys, you might have already noticed that something has been different about this person recently. Like they seem quieter, more subdued, like the bravado has come down a little, like they are carrying something. That is the Tower and the Death energy. They are in the process of becoming someone new. And that new version wants to come to you differently. Okay, now let me pull a card specifically for what the apology is about. Like, What is the thing they got wrong? What is the actual content of the I am sorry? The Five of Cups. The Five of Cups. Okay, let me unpack this. So this card shows a cloaked figure standing over 3 spilled cups, just looking down at them, mourning what was lost. And behind them, unnoticed, there are 2 cups still standing, still full, still available. But they cannot see them because they are too consumed by what spilled. And what this card is telling me is that this person has been standing over the spilled cups of your connection for a really long time, going over the moments they got wrong, the times they were not present, the times they prioritized the wrong things, the times they chose their image, their pride, their comfort over what you actually needed from them. And I want to be specific about what I am picking up because I feel like it is important. This person was emotionally unavailable to you in a way that hurt you, not necessarily intentionally, but consistently. They kept a wall up. They kept you at a certain distance. They gave you just enough to keep you connected, but not enough to make you feel truly secure. And they knew it, even if they did not admit it at the time. And what they want to apologize for is that. The withholding, the guardedness, the way they made you feel like you had to earn their emotional presence instead of just receiving it freely, because that is what you deserved. Free, open, unguarded love. And they did not give you that. And they know it. And it has been eating at them. Okay, now let me look at how this person feels about you right now, in this moment. What is actually happening in their heart when they think of you today? The 6 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and right next to those, the Lover's card. Oh my gosh. Okay. 3 cards together, all for how they feel about you. Loves. This is extraordinary. Let me really take my time with this because there is so much here. So the 6 of Cups first, the nostalgia card, the memory card, and what I feel from this person is that they are saturated with memories of you. Like not just a general missing you energy, but specific memories, detailed ones. Like the way you laughed at something, like a specific conversation you had that felt like no conversation they had ever had with anyone else. Like a moment where you looked at them in a way that made them feel seen for the first time in a really long time. And they keep going back to those memories, not because they are torturing themselves, but because those memories feel like the truest version of their life. Like everything else in their very high profile, very impressive, very curated life sometimes feels like performance, but the moments with you felt real. And they are grieving the loss of that realness, and then the Ace of Cups right beside it, which is a brand new emotional beginning. A cup that is full, overflowing, being offered fresh. And this tells me that this person is not just looking back, they are also looking forward. They have done something internally that has allowed them to open up. They have a new emotional capacity that they did not have before. And they want to offer that to you, specifically to you, not to just anyone, to you. And then the Lover's card. Oh, the Lover's card. Let me just sit with this for a moment because every time the Lover's card comes up, I want to make sure I communicate exactly what it is saying. The Lovers is not just, I have romantic feelings for you. The Lovers is a soul level choice. It is the card of 2 people who are drawn together by something that goes beyond logic, beyond what makes sense on paper, beyond what is convenient or comfortable or easy. It is the card of I choose you, consciously, deliberately, with full awareness of what that choice means. And this is how they feel about you right now. They have made a choice, a real one, and the choice is you, not just as a memory, not just as a regret, but as a living, active, I want this person in my life kind of choice. Okay, now let me pull a card for what their actual plan is. Like, are they going to do something about all of this? Are they going to reach out? What does their next move look like? The Knight of Wands. Oh, yes. The Knight of Wands. Okay, so this is so telling. The Knight of Wands is bold, decisive, passionate, forward-moving energy. This is not someone sitting on a fence. This is not someone thinking about maybe possibly reaching out someday when the timing feels right. This is someone who has decided and is moving, and the Knight of Wands is fast. Like, once this energy gets going, it does not stop to second guess itself. It just goes. Which means, for some of you, this reach out is coming sooner than you might expect. Maybe much sooner. And here is what I think is so interesting about this, because you would think that someone with this kind of status, this kind of profile, would reach out very carefully, very measured, very strategically. But the Knight of Wands is telling me that when they reach out, it is going to feel raw, like genuine and unpolished. Not their public persona, not their professional face, but something much more real, much more vulnerable. Like you are getting the version of them that not many people get to see. And I think that is going to be the most disarming thing about it, because you are used to seeing them a certain way, with a certain level of composure, and what is coming is going to feel completely different. Okay, let me pull a card for what they are most afraid of right now. Like, what is the thing that has been holding them back? What is the fear underneath all of this? The Eight of Swords. Oh, the Eight of Swords, which shows a figure blindfolded and bound, surrounded by swords. But the bindings are loose, and the swords are not actually blocking the exit. The person could walk free if they just removed the blindfold. And what this is showing me is that this person has been trapped in their own mind, their own story about what will happen if they are vulnerable with you, their own fear of being rejected after everything that happened, their own narrative of what if I say sorry and they do not want to hear it? What if I open up and they turn me away? What if I come back and they have moved on? And these fears have been the swords around them, keeping them stuck, keeping them quiet, making them feel like they cannot move, even though they absolutely can. And the Knight of Wands energy is the energy that is finally cutting through those swords. The decision has been made. The blindfold is coming off, and they are walking forward towards you despite the fear, because for them, the fear of losing you permanently has finally become greater than the fear of being rejected. Okay, let me pull some tea leaf cards now to get some really specific details about this person and about what is coming between you two. The first tea leaf card is Crown. The Crown, which is just the most perfect confirmation of everything we have been talking about. This person is elevated. They are recognized. They hold a position of authority or status or visibility in their world. People know who they are. People look up to them. People follow them, maybe. This is someone with a crown already on their head in the most metaphorical sense. And what is so beautiful about this crown showing up here is what it tells me about what they want with you. Because the most powerful, the most high-profile people spend so much of their life having to be the crown, having to be the authority, having to hold it together, having to show up perfectly. And with you, they do not want to be the crown. They want to take it off, put it down, exhale, and just be a person, your person, without the performance, without the status, without the image, just them, real and unguarded. With you, the next tea leaf card is letter, the letter card. So specific, so important. There is a message coming from this person, a real, deliberate, carefully thought out message. And I want to say, for those of you who have been waiting for this person to reach out, pay attention to your messages in the coming days and weeks, because something is coming through. And it might not look the way you expected. It might be more vulnerable than their usual communication style, more raw, more personal, like they dropped the professional mask and just spoke from their heart. And I also want to say, for some of you, this message might come through a mutual connection first. Like someone who knows you both might reach out to you before this person does directly, just as a way of testing the waters. Or it might come completely out of nowhere with no warning. Just a message sitting in your inbox that stops you in your tracks. The next tea leaf card is ring. The ring card. Oh my gosh. So in tea leaf readings, the ring represents commitment. A serious, intentional, long-term kind of commitment. For some of you, this could be very literal. This could be talking about a formal commitment in the future of this connection. For others of you, it represents the seriousness of their intention, like they are not coming back for something casual. They are not coming back just to see what happens. They are coming back because they want something real. Something that lasts, something that means something. The next tea leaf card is mountain, the mountain. So the mountain represents something significant, something that has height and depth and permanence. And it can also represent a challenge, something that requires effort to climb. And what I feel like this is saying is that rebuilding this connection is not going to be entirely effortless. Like there is going to be some work involved, some honest conversations, some moments of discomfort, some things that need to be said before you can fully move forward. But here is the thing about mountains. The view from the top is always worth the climb. And what this mountain card is promising is that if both of you are willing to put in the work, to have the hard conversations, to be honest, even when it is uncomfortable, what you reach together is something extraordinary, something that most people never get to experience. And the last tea leaf card is sunrise. Oh. The sunrise. After everything we have talked about today, after the tower and the death and the 5 of cups and all of that heavy energy, the sunrise shows up at the end. And what this is telling me is that this is a new dawn, a new beginning. The night has been long for both of you. It has been dark and uncertain and painful in different ways. But the light is coming back. The sun is rising on a new chapter. And it is going to be beautiful. Okay, now let me lay out a full tarot spread to look at exactly how this all unfolds going forward. What is the next thing that happens? What you need to know about receiving this. how you need to show up, and what the final outcome looks like if this is allowed to unfold naturally. Pulling these cards now, let's see what comes through. The Eight of Wands, the Empress, the Two of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh. 4 cards, and every single one of them is extraordinary. Okay, let me walk through these one by one. The Eight of Wands for what happens next. So this card is pure momentum, things moving quickly, like a burst of energy that has been building and is finally releasing, messages flying, plans being made, things shifting so fast that it almost takes your breath away. And what this is telling me is that once this person makes their move, once that first message comes through, things are going to accelerate very quickly. Like the floodgates are going to open, and it is not going to be a slow, cautious, one step at a time kind of reconnection. It is going to have this intensity to it, this urgency. Like they have been holding back for so long that once they start, they cannot stop. And then the Empress for how you need to show up. Yes, this is so important because the Empress is you in your full power, your full radiance, your full goddess energy. And your guides are saying, please meet this person as the Empress. Do not shrink yourself because they have a title or a status or a level of recognition that might feel intimidating. Do not be so grateful that they came back, that you forget what you are worth. Do not accept less just because they showed up, because showing up is the bare minimum. What matters is the quality of what they are bringing. And the Empress receives. She does not chase. She does not over-explain. She does not make herself smaller to make someone else more comfortable. She receives from a place of knowing exactly what she is worth, and she allows people to meet her at that level. Or not. And then the Two of Cups for what the reconnection actually feels like. The Two of Cups is the soul recognition card. 2 people facing each other, choosing each other, feeling that thing that cannot be faked or manufactured, that thing where you look at someone and something in you just knows. And what this is telling me is that when you two are back in each other's presence, when the conversation happens, when the apology is delivered, there is going to be a moment where all of the noise falls away, and it is just you and them, and the connection between you, and it is going to feel unmistakably real. And then the 10 of Cups as the final outcome. The 10 of Cups, the happily ever after card, the rainbow card, the everything you have been hoping for card. And this is sitting as the final outcome of this whole situation, which means that if both of you show up honestly, if both of you are willing to do the work the Mountain card was talking about, if both of you choose each other the way the Lovers card said they already have, what you land in is complete and total emotional fulfillment. A love that is real. A love that has been earned. A love that has been tested by separation and pride and pain and came out the other side, still standing, still wanting, still choosing. Okay, now let me pull some final messages from your guides just to close this out with everything they want you to carry forward. You do not have to decide right now. Okay, so this is so important because I know what is going to happen. This person is going to reach out, and there is going to be a part of you that feels pressure to respond immediately, to decide immediately, to either open the door all the way or slam it shut right now. And your guides are saying you do not have to decide anything right now. You are allowed to receive this at your own pace. You are allowed to take time to see how their actions align with their words. You are allowed to observe, to feel, to process before you decide how much of yourself you want to give back. The next final card is your intuition will guide you. Yes. So this is your guide speaking directly to that inner voice of yours, because you are going to feel a lot of things when this person reaches out. Excitement, maybe some anger, maybe some sadness, maybe relief, maybe all of those things at once. And your guides are saying, underneath all of that noise, there is a quiet voice that knows exactly what to do. That quiet voice is your intuition, and it is the most reliable guide you have in all of this. Not the fear, not the excitement, not what other people think you should do, but that quiet, clear, knowing voice that has always been right. The next final card is they are different now. They are different now. And I feel like this is such an important message for those of you who have been hurt by this person before and are wondering, is this just going to be the same thing again? Are they really different? Or is this just what they say when they want you back? And your guides are saying they are genuinely different. The Tower happened. The Death card happened. Something in them was broken open in a way that changed them. Not perfectly, not completely, but enough. Enough that what they are bringing to you now is a different quality of presence, a different quality of honesty, a different willingness to be real with you. Now, that does not mean you just trust that blindly. You observe, you watch, you let them show you over time that the change is real. But the foundation of genuine change is there. Your guides are confirming that. The next final card is you are worth coming back for. Yes, you are worth coming back for. And I need you to really let that land. Because sometimes when someone leaves or when something falls apart, we internalize it as a reflection of our worth. We think maybe I was not enough. Maybe I asked for too much. Maybe I should have been different. And your guides are saying, no, you were not the problem. You were never the problem. You are the reason someone with that much going on in their life cannot stop thinking about you. You are the reason they went through a tower experience and came out the other side still wanting you. You are worth coming back for. You always were. And the very last card, let love win. Oh, let love win. This is the final message from your guides, and it is so simple and so profound at the same time, because here is the thing. This person is coming back. They are coming with an apology, with new energy, with a genuine desire to do better. And you have every right to be cautious. You have every right to be protective of your heart. You have every right to take your time, but your guides are asking you at some point to let love win, to not let pride win, to not let fear win, to not let the past make the decision for the future. Because what is waiting on the other side of this, if you let it unfold, is the 10 of Cups, is everything, is the love that you have actually always wanted from this person. Just finally, the real version of it. So just to wrap everything up, the message of this reading is so layered and so beautiful. Someone significant is coming to you with humility, and honesty and a genuine I am sorry. They have been through something. They have changed. They have chosen you consciously and deliberately. They are moving toward you despite their fear, despite their pride, despite everything that has kept them at a distance. And what is waiting on the other side of this, if both of you show up with your whole hearts, is the most beautiful, fulfilling, real kind of love that you have both been capable of all along. You are worth the apology. You are worth the return. You are worth choosing. And what is coming has the potential to be everything. So please stay open, stay in your worth. And when the moment comes, let love win. I hope this reading brought you so much clarity today and so much validation and maybe a little bit of excitement about what is coming, because this is genuinely a beautiful message and you deserve every single bit of it. Please take good care of yourself in the meantime. Keep doing your thing, keep living your life, keep being the Empress, because the best thing you can do right now is just be you, fully and unapologetically, because that is exactly what is bringing them back. If this resonated with you, please, please, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow and it helps these messages reach more people who need them. Leave me a comment and let me know who came to mind when you clicked on this. And if this reading was accurate for you, I would love to hear about it. And do not forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss anything new. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Take really good care of yourself, walk in your worth, stay open, and please let love win. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye, loves.